From the moment they were born, the world watched Prince William and Prince Harry. The eyes of millions were upon them, capturing every smile, every tear, and every milestone. They were not just children, they were symbols of continuity and hope for a nation. Two brothers, bound by blood and a shared destiny. Their bond was evident in their laughter, their shared secrets, and their mutual support. They were each other's first friends, confidants, and playmates. Yet as they grew, their paths diverged. The pressures of their roles began to shape their identities in different ways. William, the elder, was groomed for kingship, while Harry, the younger, sought his own place in the world. One followed the well-trodden path of tradition, the weight of the crown heavy on his shoulders. William embraced his destiny with a sense of duty and responsibility, attending countless formal events and preparing for his future role as king. The other sought a different kind of purpose, a life less ordinary. Harry's journey took him to far-off lands and into the hearts of those in need. His humanitarian missions and his marriage to Meghan Markle marked a departure from royal conventions. Their story, like so many sibling stories, became a complex tapestry of love, loyalty, and yes, even rivalry. They faced challenges that tested their bond, but their shared history and deep affection for each other remained a constant. This isn't just a royal tale, it's a human one. It's about family, about the ties that bind us, and the ways we navigate our relationships amidst external pressures. The royal family, despite their status, experience the same emotions and conflicts as any other family. It's about the choices we make, the paths we choose, and the moments when we realize that true fulfillment can't be found in outdoing another, but in becoming our truest selves. In the end, both William and Harry are on their own journeys of self-discovery, seeking to honor their heritage while forging their own unique paths in life. 2024 has been a year of confessions for Prince William. Brutal, he called it. The weight of the crown, the scrutiny of the public eye, the ever-present comparisons to his brother, all seemed to be taking their toll. He spoke openly of the pressure, the burden of expectation. One couldn't help but feel for him, this prince grappling with the realities of his birthright. Yet, even in his vulnerability, there was a hint of something else. A restlessness, perhaps. A desire to prove himself, not just as a future king, but as something more. Much has been made of William's efforts to modernize the monarchy, to make it, in his words, more relatable to a younger generation. He's embraced social media, participated in candid interviews, and championed causes close to his heart. On the surface, it's a noble pursuit, a genuine attempt to bridge the gap between the crown and the people. But has it been enough? Some critics argue that it's all style over substance, a carefully curated image that lacks genuine depth. Others point to the inherent contradiction. Can you truly modernize an institution built on centuries of tradition without fundamentally changing its very essence? Graham Smith, a prominent anti-monarchist, didn't mince words when he labelled Prince William work-shy. A harsh accusation, perhaps, but one that speaks to a growing perception of the prince. While his brother Harry tirelessly travels the globe, dedicating himself to humanitarian work, William's schedule seems comparatively light. Charity events and royal engagements, yes, but where is the grit, the tireless dedication that characterized his grandmother's reign? The question of work ethic cuts to the heart of the matter. It speaks to a hunger for authenticity, a desire to see our leaders, even our royals, truly earn their positions. Meanwhile, Harry has been busy forging his own path. Stripped of his royal titles, he's embraced a life of purpose, dedicating himself to causes close to his heart. From mental health awareness to supporting wounded veterans, Harry's humanitarian work has taken him to some of the world's most challenging corners. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty, to speak truth to power, to use his platform for good. In many ways, Harry has become the embodiment of modern royalty. Compassionate, engaged, and unafraid to challenge the status quo. He's living proof that true fulfillment comes not from titles or tiaras, but from making a real difference in the world. Section 6. The irony of envy. Envy, a feeling as old as time itself, has a peculiar way of manifesting in the lives of those who seem to have it all. It is a silent, creeping emotion that can twist our perceptions and drive our actions in unexpected ways. And here lies the irony of William's plight. As a prince, he is constantly under the public eye, scrutinized for every move he makes. The weight of expectations and the legacy of the crown rest heavily on his shoulders. In his quest to outshine his brother, Prince Harry, who has carved a unique path for himself, William finds himself in a paradox. The more he tries to stand out, the more he seems to blend into the background of royal tradition. To be the modern royal, one must balance tradition with innovation, duty with personal expression. William's efforts to modernize the monarchy often come across as calculated, lacking the spontaneity that endears Harry to the public. He's inadvertently highlighted the very qualities that seem to be lacking in his own approach. Harry's authenticity, his willingness to break the mold, contrasts sharply with William's more reserved and controlled demeanour. The harder he tries to control his image, the more contrived it appears. Every gesture, every word is measured, leaving little room for genuine connection. The more he seeks public approval, the more distant he seems. It's a delicate dance, trying to be relatable while upholding the dignity of the crown. The more he seeks public approval, the more distant he seems. The public can sense when someone is trying too hard, and it often has the opposite effect. The more distant he seems, the more he is perceived as out of touch. It's a vicious cycle, one that is hard to break free from. Envy, as they say, is a double-edged sword. It can drive us to achieve great things, pushing us to be better, to strive for excellence. It can drive us to achieve great things, but it can also blind us to the very things that truly matter. In the pursuit of outdoing others, we may lose sight of our own values and what makes us unique. But it can also blind us to the very things that truly matter. Authenticity, connection, and genuine care for others are often overshadowed by the desire to be seen as the best. In trying to outdo Harry, William risks being outdone by the very authenticity he seems to crave. The public's affection cannot be commanded. It must be earned through genuine actions and heartfelt connections. William risks being outdone by the very authenticity he seems to crave. In the end, the irony of envy is that it often leads us away from the very things we desire most. Section 7. Outdone by authenticity. The world sees Harry's genuine compassion. They see his willingness to be vulnerable, to share his struggles, to connect on a human level. It's a stark contrast to William's carefully constructed persona, and it's a reminder that in an age of social media and instant scrutiny, authenticity is a currency more valuable than gold. Perhaps this is the lesson William is grappling with. That true leadership, true impact, comes not from trying to fit a mold, but from embracing who you are, flaws and all. Section 8. The price of competition. The tragedy of this sibling rivalry is that it benefits no one. It pits brother against brother, fueling a cycle of competition that ultimately detracts from the causes they both claim to champion. It's a distraction, a sideshow that undermines the very institution William is so desperate to preserve. One can only hope that in time, both brothers will realize that their true strength lies not in competition, but in collaboration. That the world needs both their voices, their unique perspectives, to create meaningful change. Section 9. Finding peace, finding purpose. In the heart of the British monarchy, amidst the grandeur and the tradition, lies a story of two brothers, William and Harry, whose journey has captivated the world. The story of William and Harry is far from over. Their bond, once unbreakable, has faced trials and tribulations, yet it remains a testament to the enduring power of family. There's still time for healing, for growth, for a new chapter to be written. A chapter that transcends past misunderstandings and embraces the possibility of reconciliation. A chapter where competition gives way to compassion and envy is replaced by empathy. Where the lessons of the past inform a future built on mutual respect and understanding. A chapter where both brothers find peace not in outdoing each other, but in fulfilling their own unique destinies. Each carving out a path that honours their individual strengths and passions. William, my dear, I wish you luck on your journey. As the future king, your role is steeped in tradition and expectation, yet it is also an opportunity to shape a new era. May you find the courage to be true to yourself, to lead with integrity and compassion, and to inspire those who look to you for guidance, to embrace the legacy you were born to uphold, while also forging your own path. Your grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, has set a remarkable example, and now it is your turn to carry the torch. And to remember that true fulfillment comes not from the pursuit of the crown, but from the pursuit of your own authentic purpose. It is in the moments of genuine connection and service to others that you will find your greatest joy, but from the pursuit of your own authentic purpose. As you navigate the complexities of your role, may you always remember that your true strength lies in your ability to remain grounded, compassionate, and true to yourself.